What's going on, Shroud Crew? Welcome back to Shroud Crew Mondays. And welcome back to the Rusted Anchor, my favorite tavern in Comarium. Our intro music is provided through artlist.io. It's called Wild Jungle by Alex Grohl, also available at alexgrohlproduction.com. I also want to give a couple of shout outs to our regular subscribers, both Jinx and Stephen Kennedy. Jinx had sent me a question about my inspirations, and that's not what we're going to talk about today. That will come. I want to talk about something else that came up during the game with the players. But first, what I want to do is change the music because it's a little bit different. So, something a little bit darker, a little bit more mysterious. This one's called The Blackness and the Darkness by Forever by Dan Hollander from artlist.io. And first off, we're going to be talking about this is the Idol of Xuthal. And the first thing that we and the players need to understand is that it's not carved to represent a god or even be the symbol of a god. It's carved to contain, most decidedly to contain something. And when we look at it, the geometry is wrong. Too many faces, too many angles. Like it's folding in on itself, and these sigils aren't decorative. Each one is a lock. Each glow represents something still burning inside. And at the center, that base, not a mouth, not eyes, just enough resemblance to make your brain insist it's alive. Tentacles aren't reaching out. They're holding in. And every lit symbol you see represents a soul that has been measured, named, and bound. Not destroyed, stored, preserved, like a library, where the books still remember being people. When the idol takes a soul, I don't even think take is the right word. When the idol takes the soul, it doesn't scream, it stabilizes it, breathes it at the moment of fear, faith, or surrender that the idol lets in. And here's the part I love to torture our players with. The idol doesn't grow brighter because it's powerful. It grows brighter because it's full. Which means every time it's used, the question isn't, what does this artifact do? When the Idol of Xuthal was first uncovered, every symbol on it was dead. Cold stone, no glow, no reaction. Just a mass of sealed sigils that meant nothing. Yet. This was before the Brotherhood of the Dark Star came, before they understood what they were looking at, and then Ka touched it. Not invoked it, not activated it, simply touched it. And 5 symbols lit up green. And at the time, the assumption was simple and wrong. Green meant active. Green meant claimed. Green meant power was flowing. Only later did this truth start to leak through. Because when a player's soul actually entered the idol, their symbol didn't remain green. It turned yellow. Not dead, not stable, not finished. Contained. Yellow is not power. Yellow is process. Soul inside the idol isn't fuel. It's being evaluated, measured, pressed flat against the others. A voice added to a chorus that doesn't sing yet. And then came the sixth symbol. Before the sixth player ever arrived, that sigil began to flicker. Yellow, dark, yellow again. Not occupied, but anticipated. The idol knew something was coming before the table did. And when our tag-in finally arrived, his symbol flared green instead of yellow. It rewrote everything the Brotherhood thought they understood. Because green wasn't alive or present. Green was something else entirely. Green meant a soul touched by the idol, but not taken. Green meant a presence recognized, but not consumed. Green could also mean something far, far worse. Which means the idol doesn't just store souls, it categorizes them. And the most terrifying realization, some of these dark symbols may not belong to anyone currently missing. How many souls are already in there? And do they know about it yet? And as the music winds down, I'm going to change it back to a little more upbeat. I want to thank Jen Hollander. That's a really cool tune. I like it. But the idol for me as a GM is basically a tool to deal with players unable to play for various reasons. It's something that all GMs deal with in any TTRPG group. I came up with it a couple of years ago when my players were going on an extended trek into the Underdark. No travel back and forth to the city to pick up members. That way, absent members can now travel with the team. And I call this item a Soul Reliquary. This first one here. There we go. This is the Idol of Xuthal. The form is always an object, something with weight, something with meaning, something the characters find and become tied to. I've used this idol with the lights and the runes. I've used a decorated fetish skull. This one, when we used it, the lights inside the eyes would become a flame, but they would glow a different color for each character that was inside. And in my other group, I used a book, and it was they found this book, and it was blank. All radiated some magic, and when a member wasn't available, their soul entered the book, and then there was a page dedicated to each member inside with a different stylized portrait of what that character might look like when they were inside. Emerging from the reliquary during downtime is seamless. Character simply appears, usually confused, but in the exact state they left. No rest, no reset of spells or hit points. Exactly the same. And uh, in this case, the GM could allow a rest. However, emerging during combat is the real struggle. Emerging in the same state, they appear in a random spot around the Royal Reliquary. I usually roll a d8 for direction and a d4 for distance, like 5 feet to 20 feet. Feel free to be as forgiving or unforgiving as you like. Absence should never be rewarded. Their initial appearance forfeits their actions, their movements, bonus actions, and reactions and systems that use those for one full round. Basically, have them get acquainted with the terrain, take stock of the situation, and only then they're allowed to take action. I want to share this with you. If you choose to use it, let us know what kind of objects you come up with. I have a pair of objects planned for my new West Marches campaign, which is going to be kicking off shortly. No spoilers for any of the people watching. And thank you all for watching. And until next time, what does your victory look like?